So what is going on, guys? Fly here from MacLeod Studios, and today I'm bringing you guys some very interesting news about some new cars coming out in the High Life DLC. So if you guys do enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like down below, really would help me out, and let's get into it. So earlier this week, I made a video on the fact that the High Life DLC is going to be coming out this spring. It's some new DLC for GTA 5 and GTA 5 Online. It's going to bring us some new cars, some new apartments, lots of new things, and I'm very excited for it. So you can go back in my previous videos if you want to watch that if you missed it. Now, we learned that there will be 3 new cars coming soon. Now, these cars' names are the Zentorno, the Massacro, and the Huntley. So, a video by a fellow named Skyline GTR Freak leaked all of the modifications coming with these new cars for Los Santos Customs. We saw leaked pictures of these before, but we didn't ever get any in-depth explanation of any of these things. We just saw one picture for each of them, and they were all pretty basic. Now, this video covers some more in-depth parts. So we learned that the Zentorno, which is in real life the Lamborghini Veneno, or maybe the Sesto Elemento, nobody's really sure, only has a few modifications able to be made to it out of the ordinary typical ones that we have anyway. So here are the ones for the Zentorno. It has some hood options, has some exhaust options, rear panels, skirts, and some very interesting spoiler options, as there is a very different spoiler option, lots of options, that looks unlike other ones in GTA 5 and Online. So it does look a bit odd. It kind of has 2 lines jutting up over the rear windscreen, or the rear louvers, whatever may be there, when it's actually added. So I'm really excited to see what this particular spoiler looks like. It may seem like a really odd thing to be excited for in a DLC, a car spoiler, but I'm actually really interested to see. It looks like it could be quite interesting, maybe with some colour options, and I'm just excited to see what it's going to look like. Now, let's get on to the Massacro now, the next car. It has some more options than our previous one. It has, again, hood options with some vents, only 1 exhaust sadly, has rear bumpers, front bumpers, a roll cage, chassis upgrades, skirts, spoilers, and front vents. So this car actually looks quite interesting. It looks more of a sports car, and I'm very excited to see what this car ends up handling like. We don't know anything about its stats, only really the way they look so far. We've seen that in pictures and some of this leaked information for any modifications, but I'm hoping that these will be good rivals to the other supercars and sports cars that we have now. I would like to see some other types of cars, because all of them seem very much like they're all more or less on par with the NST and now the Turismo R and stuff. So I would like to see some lower class cars maybe to mess around in. Hopefully that would have lower insurance costs, so I don't have to worry about them when I'm playing in free roam lobbies. So, more onto the topic, let's get back onto the Huntley. It's an off-road, kind of 4x4 looking car, maybe an SUV. It looks a bit like a baller. So, here are a list of modifications for it. It's a much shorter list. It only has hood options, vented, carbon, has 4 exhausts and roof racks, so that's of course a much shorter list. Now, it should be noted that these aren't all of the modifications for all the cars, only the ones modelled specifically per car. They'll of course still have the available upgrades and changes, such as the EMS upgrades, the turbo, suspension, wheels, windows, armour, whatever, etc, etc. It's still of course going to have those, but these are just ones of note to be added to the car that maybe you wouldn't see on all types of cars. Now, I'm very excited for this DLC, as you may have guessed, and the rest of the stuff coming over the springtime also looks just absolutely amazing. I really like some of these changes that are going to be coming to Online. These cars also look a lot of fun. The Zentorno does look a lot like a supercar, the Massacro looks more like a sports car, and the Huntley an SUV. But we'll just have to wait and see what these end up being when the DLC itself comes out. So what do you guys think of these new cars? What do you think of the customization that we've been able to see for them so far? So that's pretty much it. Go ahead and leave a comment down below telling me what you guys think of these new cars. Are you as excited for them as I am? I think that's kind of a given now. I've mentioned that a few times. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Really would help me out. Also subscribe if you're new. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Fly from MacLeod Studios. Signing out.